Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I want to say a thank you to everybody who has subscribed over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and welcome to the channel. And those of you who have been around for quite some time now, almost 12 months we're coming up on, thank you for sticking by me and supporting me here. The reason for this video here today is some of you may have noticed that there has been no videos uploaded over the last, I think it's about 4 weeks now, maybe a little bit longer, and I just wanted to let you all know that I am still here. I am still going to be putting videos up, and I'm still going to be showing you guys how I go about doing my preserving, my growing my garden, and how I use my food to cook with. So I'm just going to quickly explain to you guys why there has not been any videos over the last few weeks, and hopefully you guys will forgive me for that, and that we can slowly but surely get back to channel as usual. So the reason is I had a little incident at work. So there will be a few videos that some of you will probably notice that I am wearing a black brace very similar to this one, which was the first brace that I was wearing on my left hand when the incident happened. So it originally was thought that it would just needed to be rested, and that it was going to be just a matter of resting it for a few weeks and reducing my workload at work. Then over the course of a few weeks, some testing and seeing some physio and some other doctors and whatnot that I had seen, getting some results back, they discovered that I had dequervain, which is the two tendons that run down your thumb have been stretched and overworked, and because the incident I had at work with a skip bin, so when I closed the skip bin, it's one of those really big skip bins where the lids are quite heavy. As I've closed it, something in my hand just made horrendous amounts of pain through my hand, and then it slowly over time just got swelling and gotten worse. So you would have seen this brace very, very early on in the season, and then over time, just after Christmas, you would have seen me wearing this one. It actually had purple strapping on it and not the red strapping, because this was replaced. So you would have seen me wearing this splint on my hand as well over time. And this was supposed to be, or should have been, enough to heal it, but with some referrals for some more tests, to go and see a hand surgeon, they discovered that there was a whole lot more things that I actually done to it. So briefly, I'll just quickly let you know, I had dequervain, so I needed to have a dequervain release, a carpal tunnel release because there was swelling and problems in there. Then I had 2 cysts, one which is a ganglion, it's also known as. One was 7 millimeters in length and one was 9 millimeters in length. And there was also a small tear in a tendon, and the bone that runs down the side here, there was some damage also done in here as well. So I had a bone in there. It's a little floating bone that apparently we don't actually need, so they removed that to fix that part of my wrist as well. So I had a lot done in my wrist, but once I had the operation, which the week before I had my operation is when I stopped my videos. It was just something I had to do, and like through this whole process I haven't really mentioned or told you guys that this is happening. I sort of just wanted to keep that part of my personal life to myself, but it had impacted my ability to make videos and continue working out in the garden as well. So mid-March I had the operation. They did all of those procedures. It was like 5 or 6 procedures in the process. I ended up with my hand in a half cast, all strapped up for 2 weeks. So it was quite a long 2 weeks for me. I was not able to pretty much do a lot of stuff. I had a lot of pain. I was on painkillers, antibiotics. I was pretty much relying on my family, and thank you everyone at home for helping me get through those 2 weeks. That was probably the hardest 2 weeks of the whole process, was getting through those 2 weeks, having my hand in the cast with all the pain, and I couldn't use my left hand at all. So it's been just over 2 weeks now since my operation. So that is now out of the cast, and I am now on the recovery of my hand. It is now in a compression bandage because it keeps swelling. The stitches are not overly gory looking, but I'm not going to put any pictures of them up for you guys because I don't want this video to offend anybody if that's something that I like to look at. Hopefully they will, from what I'm looking at of my scars, they look like they should heal reasonably well. But what I have got is, on this side of my hand, I have a longer one here, a shorter one here, and a little nick up here. This side of my hand, I have one in the middle of my palm. I have one on here, one in the middle, and then a rather large zigzag one on the side here as well. So a lot of my wrist will have some sort of scarring on it. So the day I had this cast off, I went and saw my physio, and I basically had... It was really hard to do because she wanted me to make a fist. She also wanted me to do this, which is walking down your fingers, and I was actually, the day I had my cast taken off, not able to do that. So she then had me do a whole lot of exercises over the weekend, and I can make a fist. There is still pressure. I can feel everything in here moving, but it's not overly painful anymore, and my fingers are very close. I don't quite reach with my little fingers like I should be, but that is just going to be a little bit more work on my part. So my hand is now starting to heal. I have got a little bit of issue with the other hand, but hopefully that will be fine with just some rest as well. It's just I'm overusing them, which is also part of the reason why I haven't done a lot of stuff out in the garden. So my last few days in the garden before my operation was basically bringing in all the produce I could and getting that all done up. I do still have videos that I haven't done yet from the garden. There's the passion fruit one, and I know there's a couple of other ones as well that I just mentally haven't been able to sit down and do them over the last 3 or 4 weeks for you guys, but I will get them up so that in the coming season for 2023 you will know and have a reference to look back on so that you can see how I've done it this season. So I do apologize for not having videos out. I have had some awesome comments made on a lot of my videos, and that has inspired me to just let you guys briefly know what's going on here and why there hasn't been any new videos out. And I am going to try and keep getting videos out as often as I can. Some of them you will see the different braces on them because they will be videos that I haven't been able to get to and get them up and running and on the channel as well. But I will assure you that hopefully within the next 4 months or so, I should be fully back functioning with my hand, which means coming into the next season, growing season for 2023, I should be fully back out in the garden and being able to get in there and get a lot done again as well. So I haven't covered any of what I would be planting in for the autumn and winter crops. Now here in Western Australia where we are, our weather is slowly starting to change to autumn weather. We are still having, like today, it's still I think going to be high 20s, So it's still really quite warm. We had a 30-degree day the other day. We've had some days that are, you know, mid 20s. So the weather is really starting to cool down. I'm hoping that I haven't missed the window too much, and I am over the next week or two going to be putting a few bits and pieces out, probably nowhere near as what I would normally get out into the garden for the winter and autumn crops, but I am going to try and get out and do a few things out there as well. So I'm still going to have there's a video on the capsicum and chilies, bringing them in for the winter. I have started on doing that video, and like a lot of the other videos, it's going to take me a bit of extra time because I'm still working with one hand, so I need to be careful with how much I do with that hand, because this hand I'm slowly building back up its strength. So there's still things that I can't do with this, and that is lifting with weight. So I have to work that hand back up to what it should be. But I will get the videos out to you as soon as I can. Speaking of videos, guys, some of you may not be aware, around Christmas I decided that I was going to break my channel up, or break this channel up into 3 different areas. Currently you'll be seeing this video at Gardening with Mumma Bear. Now the other 2 channels, one is called Cook with Mumma Bear. So all of the way that I cook my preserves, use my preserved foods, will all be going into that channel. So guys, I'll put the link down the bottom for both these channels so you can go over and check them out, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button over there. These 2 channels still are a work in progress. And with my hand, there's only a few videos over there at current. I am trying to upload a weekly video over there, but like I said, everything is going to have to slowly come back in. But if you guys can head on over there and subscribe on that video, because I won't be putting any more of my cooking videos on this channel. The ones that are here will be staying here, and they also I may actually transfer them over to the other channel, with some tweaking in them as well and shortening them down. The other channel I'm also running is Preserving with Mumma Bear, which is where I will show you how I go about doing all my preserving of all the food that I grow. So if you head on over there as well and check that one out, and if you choose to, subscribe over there as well, and that will, when you go into the playlist of those two channels, you can see, say for instance, cooking. If you are looking for a way to cook with, let's say, chicken, you can select the chicken playlist, and that will show you all the recipes I've done with cooking with chicken along with my preserved foods. So that's what my plan is and has been, and I'm slowly still working through it, is to get it so much easier for you to find the recipes or find what type of thing you want to preserve. So in my preserving channel, it is vicolaring, pressure canning, dehydrating, other preserving. So they're all there so that you can have a look in each individual playlist at what is on those playlists. Because I found, just looking through my own playlist and other people's playlists that I follow as well, that sometimes it's really hard to find what you're looking for, because the playlists are just kind of all over the place, or there's lots of something other stuff, something in that playlist that shouldn't be. So this main channel will basically be mostly how I plant my garden out, how I deal with pests, what I'm planting out, when I'm planting out. The plan is to have a weekly vlog, as you could call it, showing you how the garden's getting on, what problems I'm having, what process I'm going through in my head to sort out what I want to do and how I'm doing it, and what is going to be upcoming. I will also get back to a weekly video that shows you what I'm harvesting, how to tell things are harvested, all those little tips and tricks on dealing with whatever you need to deal with throughout the garden as well. So that is the plan. I'm hoping to get the other 2 channels, 1, maybe 2 videos out on those each week as well. But that is where I'm at. Is you guys just need to be a little more patient with me. I apologize for not being here. I have been responding to messages on the channel so that you guys know that I'm still here. The videos will slowly be coming back out, so please be patient with me. Guys, it really encourages me and other people when you guys do comment on the videos and you give thumbs up and you hit the dinger bell as well to help share these videos around. I did have a lovely lady actually see me on a Facebook page. I am actually a part of that Facebook page, so I did see it, and that made me feel like, oh, somebody is actually enjoying my videos and they are getting a benefit out of these videos. So it really encourages me to keep going, regardless to the number of subscribers and or how many likes and clicks and things like that that are going on. It really is encouraging me to keep showing you guys what's going on here. And even though that my life has had its little setbacks with my hand issue, but I am still trying to get these out there to you guys. So over the next couple of months, I am really going to try and get back to getting some videos out for you and some content. And please make comments and share your information if you think that there's something's not quite right. I'm happy for you to correct me and or make the comments on the video. Please be nice to each other as well. We all think differently and we all choose to look at things differently. And I really thank everybody who has subscribed. And hopefully we can all run on this journey together and continue as a great big happy Australian preserving family, because it's not a huge thing here in Australia for us to be doing. And guys, that's about it for today. I'm just letting you know where we're at. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the dinger bells and the thumbs up, and I'm happy for you to share me in any platform that you guys also follow other people who are asking questions as well. And till we get things back up and running, guys, happy gardening, happy preserving, and don't forget, you need to cook that stuff that you preserve. Otherwise, what's the point? Till next time.